Okay, placement match 2 of season 16. This one's on Dorado. Obviously had a fairly tough first placement match, but with some lessons to take away from it. So I want to see them put into action on this one. Gone for Zenyatta again. Straight off the bat, we picked up what's looking like quite a strong team. Main tank, off tank, main healer, off healer, which is a great start. Which obviously now those guys can pick pretty much anything, and it will work well. First look at that, thinks, oh, we might end up playing Moira goats here. Worryingly, the main tank switches off.
I must know how your technology functions.
Existence is mysterious.
Okay, so we're starting off now with D.Va and Roadhog, 2 off tanks. So we don't have a main tank, which isn't great, but it's okay. We've also got 3 healers, or 1 main healer, 2 support. Oh, now we've dropped to 2 off healers and 2 off tanks. So this is.
Can anyone play shield tank or main tank?
Isn't the ideal combination, so I call out on comms there, asking can we get a main tank, especially now that we've got a Bastion. No one's going for it, so it's a case of we are where we are, let's crack on. The start of escort maps is normally chaos, so I'm just trying to sit in spawn here, keep everyone alive. I'll put discords on any of the easy targets, and ideally what you want to do at the start of any escort map, or in my head, is you just kind of want to absorb, soak up some of the pressure, create the space, and once you've got a couple of picks, that's when you can start pushing forward. We dealt with the Bastion very quickly there, which is a massive win for us. It's peeking the corner, doesn't really matter what happened there.
He scores on Genji.
No.
D.Va.
Okay, so this is going well. We're getting some good pressure in, but it's all a bit chaotic. I'm making an effort to call out my discords a bit better than I did in the first game. Pushing forwards. Not too big problems here. I'm trying to call out everything I see.
Discorded, yeah. Barra.
Taking the first point pretty easily. Things are going okay. I wouldn't say we're playing amazingly well. We're a bit disjointed. Then we haven't got a barrier tank to kind of all group up behind, but we are getting the job done. I'm in a decent enough position here behind my team, close enough to dive in if we need to, but also having a big effect in the game there. And now, yeah, couldn't really do much against the Pharaoh there.
Repetition is the path.
Now I was going down there, obviously fight not necessarily going our way. Pop the Transcendence, keep everyone alive. Did I get maximum value? Maybe not, but it's not too bad. So again, they're holding us quite well on this corner, but we'll keep pushing in.
Barra.
It's nice that we've got, I can't remember who's playing the Bastion, I think it is, in this, that we've got them on comms. Can be a bit of a rare sight on PlayStation, finding other people in with comms, or certainly at my rank. I guess in a higher ranks you probably get more of them. So it's a dangerous corner. You get people up top, you get people poking around the corner, you can get people flanking further around the right.
Moira.
Oh, Moira, she's clearly going for me.
Moira's one, Moira's one. Bastion, Bastion.
They're doing quite a good job of managing their Bastion, keeping him to minimum effect. We are struggling with that Pharah though. So at this point we just need to fall back, regroup,
So let's regroup.
and yeah, call it out there.
D.Va.
Thanks to the bomb, no kills, it's a good result.
As far as I'm high.
Heal me, please heal me. Okay, thank you.
Okay, now, even though we did pretty well on point 1, we're now below 2 minutes on point 2. They're doing a good job of holding us here. And I guess at this point we should have been thinking, what could we do differently to try and break through? I don't know, changing the Lucio might have been an option, but I wasn't calling anything out. We're kind of doing okay, but just not really enough. That Pharah in particular is causing us some big headaches.
Pharah's up high on the ledge.
Yeah, that was good to hear Bastion asking where is the Pharah. I'm going to deal with the Pharah. That's exactly what we want. That's exactly what we need our hit scan DPS doing. Moira again, same as last time. He's targeting me. I think that's one of the things they advise from Moira with your coalescence. Aim your Genji. Aim at your Zenyatta. Because the bleeding beam goes through everyone. And chances are you'll kill them. Well, that's 2 coalescence, and she's not got me either time.
Bastion's one, got him.
This is good. We're now into
Soldier.
final 40 seconds, so this is approaching last chance saloon here.
I'm coming, please.
Dragon Blade comes in, I bust the Transcendence. We take care of him. No dramas. While their soldier's busting his ult, unfortunately I have no idea where he is at the moment.
We need to touch the payload.
That's what I call out at this point, it's just a case of touch the payload.
Bastion, Bastion. Bastion dead.
Actually I have no idea where I was there.
Soldier, soldier. Got him.
Thank you.
Everyone touch the payload. Get on the payload, nothing else.
I'm calling out, yeah, just get on the payload, touch the payload. And now we just need to squeeze this as far as we can go.
I'm down. Let's stick to that payload.
This is maybe one thing I don't do enough of, opening the options page, checking out the teams, if they made any changes, where are they up to with their ults, etc. Clearly we've just blasted out 2 ults, but we've got some big kills. I can see the payloads now getting very close to the checkpoint. We might actually make this.
Come on. Nice.
Great work, guys.
Well, heat at the moment it's I was surprised that we managed to make that, but it was great to see.
Genji's one.
Dorado. Very good. Baby D.Va's low.
So Bastion, Bastion.
Where's Genji? Nice.
But fortunately we dealt with that Genji. He got to his ultimate quicker than I did.
Very good.
Obviously we used them together last time.
Very good.
I just got caught on the ledge there, and
Everyone just.
not much I could do, I don't think, at that point. That's just unfortunate. That's come through. Lucius gets the speed boost. Again, it's last 20 seconds, so there's not much we can do other than touch the payload at this point.
Keep pushing.
Again, because it's so last minute and it looks like it's me and Lucio to hold the point. It's a case of bust the ult
Bastion.
and just try and hold it, touch it, and keep it alive for as long as we can. In retrospect, looking at that, I maybe had an extra second or two. That I could have waited for the rest of the team. Whether it would have made a difference, don't
Oh,
know.
it's a decent push.
But we are where we are. It's pretty near the end. It's not a terrible result.
Or is sooner? It's too late.
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Again, same four as the start of the last round. Main healer, main tank, off healer, off tank. And now we're picking up a random Lucio as well.
Actually, we don't need three.
So what we need is probably a hit scan DPS, because they're gonna have the Pharah again. So Bastion would probably work, or like a soldier. Yeah, soldier.
Yeah, it's a good combination.
Okay, decent team comp.
Say, go into this expecting a Pharah. That was I don't think we dealt with that well enough in the last round.
Pharah's probably the priority kill.
There we are. Calling it out. We didn't deal with them well enough in the last round, so if we do, we need to make a proper job of it this time. As soon as we see them, we ideally want Soldier and or Bastion straight on her, putting pressure on her, just not giving her any room to aim her shots.
Okay,
Just me and you, mate.
This is me and Bastion. We've been on comms. He's been a good job on comms. We're not sure that the others I think are in a group, or three of them are. We're not sure that they can actually hear us. So taking the high ground to start off with, I'll just keep it chill up here, try and see all my team. Don't want to get too into the mix. Take a risk. Just want to keep everyone alive and chuck out some discords as people come close or people try to dive the shield. I'm conscious of a Widowmaker or something coming out of the doorway over there, so I'm trying not to go too far forward. It's a bit worrying looking down that we're potentially running all over the place chasing kills while they push the payload.
Oh, Arisa's one.
But it's come off alright.
oh, very nice.
Now, Thurliana's on me. I go back, drop down so that I can get close to my team. And our team has moved back a bit. Again, nice little position here. Just keeping everyone alive. I'll call out anyone that flanks up the stairs.
Oh, they're coming upstairs. Oh, behind us, behind us.
Unfortunately, Bastion snuck round the back there, which fair play to him. That's a good move. I probably should have been alert to that. I should have either been further to the right against the wall to stop that, or maybe further around the corner to give me more cover if I needed to move back.
Oh.
So unfortunately, that's
Oh, they've had a lever actually. We're 6 on 5.
yeah. I don't know when the person left, but yeah. It's rubbish when someone on your team does that or leave it, so I definitely have sympathy for these guys. It's so rubbish that you just get stuck. There's nothing you can do about it. That's too late with the transcendence there, so it largely comes to nothing. Well, actually, maybe it was just that you had the nano boosted Bastion. Maybe it was just putting out more damage than I could prevent. So the comp they're running here, I think, is something like
Right,
Orisa, Reinhardt, third tank, Moira or Anna. There you go. So they're playing triple tank, one healer and a Bastion. Which, fair play to them, is exactly what you got to do when you get a lever.
as long as we play smart, we should.
You should go to a very bulky comp.
Sorry, I'm saying there's only 5 of them. They've had the lever, so we group up, be smart.
Calling out that they've had a lever, not to throw it in, just to basically say we don't need to take unnecessary risks. We can play it calm, and we should win this just based on numbers, if nothing else.
Oh, Diva's one.
They're doing surprisingly well. Bear in mind it's 6 on 5. You know, they've made the first checkpoint. I think what we're having trouble with is fact that they've got double barriers and they're grouping up quite well, that they're just being able to land the kills.
Ryan's one.
We just haven't quite got an answer yet. Even with our Bastion, obviously you've got a Bastion up there, the shield's down below. We're not making a great team effort of it. We're not doing badly, but we're not really pressing home our numbers advantage. It's always great to get a kill on your opposite counterpart.
Oh, D.Vid's going around the D.Vid's flanking.
So they're working quite well as a team here. As you can see, you've kind of got the barriers setting up to absorb all the damage. The Bastion's doing some flanking work and getting good positions to land a couple of hits. And you've got the D.Va peeling off, trying to chase people down, just kind of cause problems.
Oh, Ryan.
Bit lucky there. Thank you, soldier. Now I'm just trying to peek the corner. Okay. Definitely having some challenges against those double barriers. Running for cover, just about make that on distance. Again, this has proven a challenge for me. Every time I'm peeking out with the alternative fire, either Ryan's got his barrier up, or the rest of them are hiding behind Orissa's barrier. So hop for Transcendence just to stay alive there. It's surprisingly desperate for a 6-on-5 fight here. Again, fair credit to them, they are holding their own. You got to think, if they had 6 players,
D.Vid's behind up high.
would it be even worse here? At this point in the match, this is where they start to try and do some flanks. Sneak around the back, which is good, and we've got to be alert to that.
Heal me. Please heal me.
Where are you?
Good lesson for anyone watching. If you want heals, ideally tell me where you are as well.
Oh, sorry, you switched to Reaper, sorry, I was looking for a
Especially, yeah, because this guy's changed character
Ryan's on the left.
since last time.
Yeah, they're going left. Ryan
Obviously, switch to Reaper. I think that's a really good one. What we need is a tank buster, basically. Someone who can go one-on-one and deal with their bulk. So I think that was a good switch on his part.
I'm low. Zen.
It's got to be desperate stuff. This is where they get into the period of just touch the payload, whatever it
Oh,
takes.
there's Zen's Discord. Bastion.
Good thing about them coming one at a time is I can just chuck the Discord on.
GG.
It will focus fire onto them.
Yeah, great work, guys.
Overall, pretty solid victory. Not quite as easy as you'd think, being 6-on-5, but I definitely did better calling outs in the Discords. And we got a better team comp and worked better as a team there, which always helps. But ultimately, I'd say it was a much better game than first placement. Still a couple of things to take from it. In terms of placement, just being a bit more careful. Again, mechanical skill can always be a bit better, but definitely a good platform to build on for the next match.
Excellence is its own reward.
49% kill participation, that just reflects how well we did as a team. I called up Discord, people fired at the right targets, which is great to see. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll have map 3 coming up soon. If you've got any feedback or comments or tips to improve, please feel free to leave them in the comments.